What is up? So today I got a very special Pack 2 game. I hit the rare full ailment line. The whole thing. Alright, let's get into it. So this game is against Anon. Him and I have been running a bunch of Pack 2 games to practice. We've been recording the data, and all we're really trying to do is see how many games are winnable for at least one of the players. Because once you get to the super high skill level in auto pets, and you're fighting somebody of equal skill, a lot of games just come down to just the shops, but not every game. And we've been trying to see like what that percentage is, and this game is one of those games that was any man's game. Either one of us had odds of winning this game. It took us like probably like 8 games to get to a game like that, but this is the one. And boy, is this one a weird one. So he did something on turn 1 where he got a shop. His shop was moth, 2 chinchillas, and an apple. And he bought all of them and then sold the chinchillas and bought the apple. At first I didn't agree with it, but it is a super rare opportunity. And it probably is just worth doing. Okay, so Frigate Bird. I treat Frigate Bird like Pack 1 players treat Rat. It's like, okay, but if I sell duck buffs onto it, it's a lot better. So that's why I take it. And I can get some attack from the beaver. So if that beaver misses, unlucky, but it happens. I much rather do that than half combine those beavers and greedily roll for another beaver. And there is the second frigate bird of the game. And then there is the third frigate bird of the game. More to come. So here I combine, thinking I might get a breakpoint if he doesn't hit another moth. But it doesn't exactly work out. I don't think it would have mattered either way, though. Yeah, I don't think it's ever really mattering. Maybe it could have. I don't know. I wonder if I just ripped this apple. Yep. Also for a breakpoint I'm trying to get. And then there is the fourth and fifth frigate bird of the game. Still more to come. So we do get a breakpoint there. And yeah, we'll win this round. At 2-5. Doing well. Trades with a 4-4. So take our frigate bird triple. I don't really like the chameleon here, especially since my toy is lemur. And if I go garlic, it doesn't really help me that much. If I had tabby cat, I might take the chameleon, but I'm just gonna take buffalo. Buffalo's pretty solid in the mirror. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna, instead of stacking lemurs, I'm gonna cycle them just because of buffalo. I want buffalo triggers. I'm gonna freeze roll this frigate bird once for a good buy sell, and then there is the sixth and final frigate bird, I believe. So in my head, I'm thinking I have Hoopy Bird and Frigate Birds, and these two birds have a unique trait, and they have a synergy with the microbe. So that's what's in my head right now. That like I should start assembling towards a microbe board. His board is pretty scary. He's got a lot of attack with the moth and the bluebirds. He's got pangolins and puppy. He's scaling. The only thing I'm really scaling is buffalo and just kind of getting the base stats of this frigate bird. But yeah, like I said, I do want a microbe board, so I'm definitely gonna take more hoopies. I would take those hoopies regardless. And like I've said, I really wanted microbe. So I decided to just take this tier up early for odds of hitting microbe. I don't hit it, but I do hit a guy who works well with microbe. And you'll see an interesting interaction that Frigate Bird and Welsh Shark have with microbe. An opening shop, the thing we wanted, here it is. Goodbye, Buffalo. And now this game, I definitely wouldn't call it a low roll on my part. I would definitely not call his board a low roll either. But my board is just it's a decent board. It's just how do I put it? It's a victim of its circumstances. It's not like ideal. It doesn't have much late potential, but it can help me survive. It can get me there. But we are 4-4, so it is a little scary. But I'm really confident I'm going to start winning these rounds now that I have microbe. And I just got to get this well shark up, get it some breakpoints. Here I opt to not do the frigate bird strat because I thought my frigate bird could still trade with this moth. And if my frigate bird had weakness, I thought he might not trade. But it ends up being bad. Yeah, that thing just one-shots the frigate bird anyways. But look at the hoopy bird value. He went his own well shark, knowing I would go micro. But 1 HP. Remember that. Well shark always lives in the back with 1 HP. Every time. But yep. I've talked about this with well shark before. I'll feed him everything, but I won't feed him pies. I'd rather give that to the frigate bird. Stack my hoopy. Yep. And then hopefully we can get some kind of scam on our triple. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but watch what happens here. So microbe goes off. Well shark's gonna eat that. Now frigate bird goes off, and he's gonna eat that. So he's getting double the value out of the microbe, stat-wise. And his well shark, he's not feeding it. He's focusing on his other pets, so it's basically useless. And my well shark will always eat twice as much. So I wonder what you think I do here. This is he has scaling. He's two lives. I've said it before. I want to scam to kill him. I'm gonna go for the scam. And a lot of times this peanut gets value. Just because they don't you would expect maybe a front peanut on the microbe, but you don't expect a front toucan with the peanut then passing it to the microbe. Here, this lasagna is just 1 HP better than that rice, but the well shark's got a taste for rice. I don't need chocolate. I don't really need to level up to scam this game. Yep, and he does position around a possible front peanut and like frigate bird, but then I get him with the second peanut. And then that hoopy bird, because of microbe, the weakness, and level 2, 14 damage to the back guy. Now we got him to 1. Oh yeah, we're gonna feed him up. Now here, this is the same as feeding Well Shark 2 perks, so I just buy them. I thought giving double lasagna to the frigate bird wouldn't be a breakpoint, but actually it would have. So right here, 11. I did the math earlier. If he had 3 more HP, he would have lived with 1, but I don't think that's super seeable. And I still don't win the round. Even if this frigate bird trades this stonefish and this hoopy bird hits this moth, the moth barely lives. So we tie either way. And here is a perfect shop. Another little pause it and see if you can guess what I do. But I buy every single thing in this shop. Yeah, so because I've had the microbe and I'm obviously committed to the microbe, I assume he's not going to really buy any protective equipment because there's no point into microbe, which is exactly why I sell it. I'm just trying to scam him. So I'm going to take another peanut pass, take some pancakes to get the stats wide, and then put a steak on the hoopy. We'll slow this fight down, even though it's not much point. So he did read a little bit because I still like him buying a front melon. It's pretty safe because even if I kept microbe, I might cycle peanut back in and front the microbe with peanut. But I just do have a second toucan. And this frigate bird's huge, so it's going to value trade with its peanut. Yep. and you can probably see it coming. The well shark always lives with 1 HP. And he did greed level 2 flashlight there, which I had 4 lives. That might have been correct to do. I don't know actually if he had went for level 2 stinky sock. Oh, if he goes for level 2 stinky sock, he for sure wins because, or he for sure ties because it would hit frigate bird then hit well shark. But with he's on 1, he's fighting 4 lives, and my team isn't that good. It's realistic he could have won that round. So I think I do agree with him going flashlight, even though it did cost him. I think when you're fighting the uphill battle against 4 lives, it might just be right. Though it is a tough call because, like we were talking about it during this game, at any point, yeah, I have 4 lives, but if I lose right there, I probably just straight up lose the game. There's like no way for me to come back. He has way more scaling than I do, and I'm just committed to the scam. But yeah, that's it. If you liked the video, maybe subscribe. Peace out.